Hey guys, this is William with another video for Play-agricola.com's YouTube channel and twitch.tv/play_agricola. Playing an EIK WM France deck G456 game with Midi Lal Busim, Astaroth, and Shoot. And hope all of you guys on the East Coast are not getting drowned in snow, because it's been ridiculous. Even in southern Ontario, we've had a huge amount of snow in the last 12 hours. So stay dry, stay warm. Looking at this first pile, we're looking like first pick Fence Overseer again, probably. Don't really see anything else that I would take. I mean, Dung Collector is fine, but I'd rather take Dung Collector after I have Fence Overseer. Same with Organized Handyman's pretty good. But yeah, it depends. Diligent Farmer, I want to pick up the ways of building the room first. So Fence Overseer is a way to do that. So yeah. Pretty sure the pick is just Fence Overseer. Next up, well, Cloister Dweller is really good. Honestly, it's really bad with Fence Overseer, though. I mean, I can do it and have, 3 stables and then 1 big pasture. And then fields and a room, or room and some combination of fields. I can make Cloister Dweller a 3-point card, basically. I mean, Beekeeper is a pretty excellent combination with Fence Overseer, but I think it's likely to come back out of this pile. Pretty sure Wood Collector, Diplomat goes before. Hopefully Tile Maker. Yeah, I mean, how do I not take Cloister Dweller here, right? If it's worth 3 points, 3 points is still 3 points. Alright, let's read Master of None. 2 food on Build Room, 1 stone on Major Miner, 1 grain on Plow Field, Boar on Build Fences. Whenever, after I use one of the action spaces, I receive the goods on it. Oh, I see. So it's just a way of getting a bunch of stuff. And if Major Miner, grain on plow, boar on fences, that all is revealed in stage 1. So this is 2 food, a stone, a grain, and a boar. That seems okay. Alternatively, I could take Miser. And the nice thing about Miser is with Fence Overseer, usually you want to build stables a couple times, so it helps you do that. So a couple read, is that better than 2 food, a grain, a boar, and a stone? I don't really have any need to plow early, so yeah, I'm not crazy about Master of None. I think we'll just take Miser here. Carpenter with Miser could be nice too. Build rooms for extremely cheap. Alright, well, I think Animal Tamer's Apprentice is pretty good, and I do build ways to hold animals fairly easily with Fence Overseer. Alternatively, a card like Delivery Man is just like a solid action. 3 wood, 3 clay. Delivery Man or Animal Tamer's Apprentice? I feel like Animal Tamer's Apprentice always lets me down. It always performs worse than I think it's going to. So that's probably a sign that I overvalue it, which is fair. Delivery Man or Animal Tamer's Apprentice? What do I take here? And thanks for the host, Gamer Montu. Much appreciated. You know what? With Fence Overseer, let's see if we can do some cool stuff. No, you know what? We'll just play Deliveryman. It's safer. So probably Brushmaker, which I'm kind of regretting not having taken Animal Tamer's Apprentice, because I could eat the boar that come in. But yeah, the rest of these cards are pretty meh. Brushmakers can be worth points at the end of the game, so looks good, and that's sad. The B card is gone. Oh, that would have been nice. Okay, so instead I'm going to take Woodcutter or Diplomat or Yeoman Farmer. Probably not Resource Lender. I'm pretty off of Resource Lender. It's just too slow. Hey, Mariska. Woodcutter gets me extra wood, of course. Diplomat gets me good actions at the end of the game. Yeoman Farmer can let you focus into very specific areas, which, with Brushmaker, could be okay. It is sort of. Like, I mean, the column that I build stables in is not going to work, but I can build 5 fences normally and not use Fence Overseer, and that could be fine. Or I could, do 5 rooms and then fences, and then the rest is fields or whatever. I have some options. I could do Diplomat. I could do Yeoman Farmer. I think probably Diplomat is probably fine. I should have a lot of action, so being able to Diplomat at the end of the game should be okay. And this pick, yeah, these are all pretty weak. Just take Football Player. Might be worth a point or two. Well, Village School is pretty good with Miser, because of course you can ignore Reed and just 4 wood rooms. Looks pretty good, but I mean there's also Milking Stool here and Pelts, and Pelts is a pretty excellent big house payoff, especially with like Brushmaker. I play Pelts. Brushmaker, I have a really good reason to eat a bunch of boar at the end of the game. Alternatively, Milking Stool is quite good, might even be better than Pelts. I think though I have the makings of a big house here with Miser, and if Village School comes back I'd be pretty happy. Yeah, Milking Stool will get taken for sure, unfortunately. But I hold animals pretty easily with my Fence Overseer, so if I can get a pair of boar at a reasonable time, then should end up being okay. Hello to you as well, Rallocran. Well, there's Mansion. So Mansion plus Pelt seems like a pretty good reason to go for a big house. Yeah. Could take Spinny maybe. Yeah, if I played Mansion and someone played Spinny, that would be pretty annoying. It would be hard to get enough wood. So I could play Spinny. What other big house cards have there been? There was Carpenter that went around, although I don't know if that got drafted or not. With Diplomat, I play Mansion pretty well because I have an unblockable action in round 14. I think though I won't want to play Mansion if Spinny's in the game. I think it'll just be too hard to get enough wood points from wood. So I think we're gonna gamble that Mansion's gonna come back, and we'll take Spinny here. I don't know if it will, but we're gonna take that risk. Yeah. Mansion's one of those payoff cards that, you love to have, but the problem I'm seeing here is I don't know if I can get there without extra help. And I think Spinny's some extra help, certainly, because it keeps people off of the 3 wood space. And if I have a bunch of actions, I'll be happy to take 3 wood. Especially with the late move. Oh, excuse me. Oh, there's Stonehouse Extension. So do I want to pass that to the candy room? Stable with Fenced Overseer is fine, but I'll wait for it to come back. I could stable, yeah. I am thinking about Stonehouse Extension. Not that I want to run out of stone particularly quickly, but it's 3 points if you can pay for it at the end of the game. And also, I don't know if I really want to pass it to the candy room player. I could also take ruins, and I could also take upholstery. Upholstery, if I have a big house, could be worth a lot, but you need a ton of reed, and that's usually pretty expensive to play upholstery. Ruins is not bad, but you need too much stone early. I think we're going to take Stonehouse Extension here, and stable, passing minor stable, should either come back or it should get passed to us. It's hard to imagine it gets taken much earlier than that. Whoa, this pile is great. Wish we could have a couple ones out of here. Winter Pond is great. I like Coffee Break. I think Oak Cask is good. Crib is fantastic for a big house like in your FG game. So I think probably I will take Crib, because I have a pretty strong incentive to family growth as many times as I can. So yeah, as much as I'd like to take Oak Cask, Coffee Break, Winter Pond, the Crib helps me get there. I guess Beanhole is a stone for a point, even if I'm never going to use it. Don't see myself building the joinery in this game. Don't see myself making an oven. Excuse me, I had kind of an early morning, so sorry about that. Was up earlier than normal on a Saturday to go play Magic. I could take Candy Room here. I guess I don't have to. I think the thing I like about Crib is that it gets you the food in the round that you family growth. And if you are family growthing in harvest rounds, then I find it can be pretty good. Yeah, that's true. But Winter Pond certainly takes longer to pay off, whereas Crib, you get that two food in the round that you play it. I usually think that is really good, and then the rest for me is just bonus. Well, not exactly, but you get what I mean. So I could take Candy Room here, and I could do like a Stonehouse Reno strategy. Like build a wood room and then run up to stone, and then Stonehouse Extension, build and grow, and then a miser can honestly afford to build a Stonehouse room. And I mean, Mansion didn't come back, so I don't need to think about Mansion too much. Yeah, I'm not crazy about Fishhook. It's fine. Night Bazaar, Let's try this Candy Room card. We'll grab Ruins, although it's not a great card. Wood Crane I find to be pretty unplayable. Spending a full action and then a minor improvement to potentially get extra stone down the way is not good. I like the tempo on Crib, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, was Ruins in the same pile as Stable? Did like all the cards that I want get drafted? Like there was Beekeeper, which is great with Fence Overseer, got drafted in the top 4 cards of its pile. And I mean, it was probably the 4th best card, but I hoped I would get it 5th. And then Stable Miner. I mean, I shouldn't be too surprised that Mansion got picked up, and I'm not. Oh yeah, I picked my 7th card already, so Stable did get drafted. These people, I shake my fist at them. Candy Room with Boston. That sounds fun. Reedstone Food Start looks good. Could Occupation Delivery Man, but doesn't have to come out in round 1. It can come in round 2 or whenever. Reedstone Food's always a great action. And with Miser, it's the only read I would need for the start of the game. Whoa! Midi Lol, second action 2 clay, which means I get an occupation back or 3 wood. Either way, I'm happy. Either way, I am happy. Then we've got Astaroth playing Wheelbarrow Pusher. So that looks good for us too, because Wheelbarrow Pusher doesn't usually like to start player that much. So less likely that we're going to be 3rd. Whoa, yeah, I guess he wants a fireplace. No kidding, yeah. Wants a fireplace really badly. So we'll Occupation Delivery Man here. It's pretty hilarious. Here's my Delivery Man. Yeah. Yeah. Pogchamp. Yeah. Yeah, I like it fine. I mean, I had that game not too long ago where I comboed Wheelbarrow Pusher and Dre together, which was pretty cool. And I mean, look, we're gonna sit. We might sit and start player for a while. Which, if we do, if we could start player 4 times in stage 1, I could think about playing Ruins in round 4. How ridiculous would that be? But yes, having early control of the stone is great. Obviously, with Stonehouse Extension, I'm not even sure that I'm gonna play Stonehouse Extension, but. Ooh, this is interesting. Midi Lol playing Stage Star. First action in round 2. Usually with Stage Star, you want to hold on to it until, people are ready. Like, usually you hold on to it as long as possible. But I'm guessing what we're going to see is Midi Lol is going to probably fence 6 here. So he's probably got some payoff for having a breeding pair of sheep. So something like White Kingdom or Carpet or, I don't know, probably something better than the Loom. But obviously he's going to have some kind of pair. Maybe Cat Lover, maybe first pick Cat Lover. And if he first picked Cat Lover and then also he got past Mansion, yeah, then that would make sense to go for the Cat Lover pretty strongly. Shoots playing Plowman. So I think I probably just 2 food and a wood here, which is annoying for Midi Lol. I think Gray has sold everyone on Cat Lover with some really sick games he played with it. I love Cat Lover. I love Cat Lover. Oh, Gray, you know what? I haven't been shouting out Gray. My apologies. I've been shouting out the other streamers. I need a list that I can read off of. A list of Agricola streamers that I can read off of to say. Twitch.tv/Gray, GRAEY0. Thanks, Montu. Forgot about that. Oh. Hey, look, the wheelbarrow pusher not taking start player again. Not too surprising. Man, Shoot has just had like the worst start just because of where he started in seeding. Like 3 wood, 2 wood, 2 wood, expensive occupation. Yuck. Whoa, going for reedstone food now. I have no idea what Midilol is doing. I have no idea. I thought fencing for sure, but people are like, maybe figures 1 food traveling players is fine. I don't know. We shall see. It looks like we get occupation here. Could take clay, but the clay is kind of diminishing returns with the clay I already have. So I think something like miser here seems good. Whoops. And I might 3 food if it comes back. Because people need food, including me. Nope, Midilol grabs the food. Okay, I don't love that move. Thing is, as soon as you've taken that 3 food, there's now, like, if I need to do a food action next round, the choice is 2 food and a wood, and stealing a wood from Midilol with his stage star. So yeah, I don't know about that one. Traveling players plus wood. Yeah, well, I might. Like, next round, if he has a wood and it's 2 food, I might do that. Like, 2 food and a wood is a fine action in stage 1. Especially with your second action. Okay. Should have played expensive occupation. I guess I should have, eh? Because it would have benefited me, and the others are all at 1 occupation. Yeah, it's a good point. Did not even think about that. Honestly, I should have. I've got the chat covering up Plowman. I didn't even think about it. I could start player. Going in last kind of sucks. But I don't really have a miner that I'm ready to play. Could just take 2 wood. Could take clay. Take the wood, I guess. Be ready. Now I'm ready to build a room. Man, I'm gonna steal wood again from Midilol, and it's not personal. That's just gonna be what the good actions are. Ooh, this is nice. Astaroth has Carpenter. Gonna be able to double build. Be ready even after traveling players. Yeah, it's true. But doing that feels like pretty personal. Ooh, visionary here. So shoot, not gonna be able to grow for a while. 6 clay seems pretty good. I could build the first room, and passing the first room to Astaroth doesn't seem great. But 6 clay is also really good, and who knows, maybe I run out of clay and build a clay room instead of building any wood rooms. Also gives me access to the pottery, maybe. I don't know, we'll see. Maybe a cooking hearth, since I like to hold animals with fence overseer. I don't know. And Midilol takes. I'm gonna stage star again. It's not personal, Midilol, but that's just what the good actions are. Like, I like 2 food and a wood ahead of 2 wood here. If I play Fence Overseer, I guess that means I'm never getting past the stable miner, eh? I wonder if somebody else has... What stable combo could be out there that someone would have taken Beekeeper pretty highly? And then maybe that same player also took the stable miner. Other than Fence Overseer, though, like what? Barn? But Barn's a minor improvement. You wouldn't take Beekeeper because you haven't seen Barn yet. And Barn doesn't even count, actually, so not a good example. You know what? I need food. Sheep coming in round 4 makes this a pretty food tight game. I'm going to go ahead and build the pottery and convert food this harvest. And convert a clay this harvest here. I don't know if that's the right move, but I don't know, it seems okay. Mindylal's got Child Psychologist. That's a good one. So that's his first pick. Because I definitely did not pass him that one. And he's going to first action build. Excellent. Good, good, good. Pressure Astaroth to first action start player if he wants to grow first. That makes me happy. And actually what I want to see now is round 7 family growth, because I'll have plenty of time to have built a room by then to secure the round 8 growth, since Shoot can't grow anyways. First picked that a couple games ago and didn't even pick it or play it. Are you talking about House Goat or are you talking about Child Psychologist? Let's grab the wood here. We want wood for stables. We want wood for crib. We want wood for lots of stuff. So much food. Oh, Child Psychologist. Yeah. Yeah. It is. It is expensive. I want Shoot to take 3 wood here so that I can play Occupation Fence Overseer and not need to police the 6 wood space. But I guess Astaroth has the family growth, so he's not taking it anyway, so worst case it's going to the Visionary, and the Visionary is not going to family growth until later, so yeah, I think we're okay letting this get by. So we'll play Fence Overseer here. Family growth comes out. Alright, well, I can first action start player into second action build a room. Astaroth is going to first action upholstery. Let's see what Midilal does here. Midilal is going to play woodcutter. Alright. Well, Yeah, he can't stable block me, so I like this here. Start player, play Spinny, I think. Whoops, why am I removing 3? It's only 1 for Spinny. Yeah. Then family growth, I'll play crib. Yep, looks good. Meteor grabs food. That seems like a good move. Because as far as he knows, I'm, going to be going to need an extra 2 food to feed. But again, when the feeding is this bad, a card like Stage Star gets that much worse. Because you're just giving your wood away. Just giving it away. I wonder if he was going to go for a breeding pair, but then gave up when sheep came in round 3 or 4. Might be the case. Astaroth grabbing Reed. It's good for his upholstery. Also might be for Basket Maker's Workshop. And then Shoot plays Cowboy and Mother. We did pass that one. As soon as we saw Visionary, we should have thought, oh, he's got Cowboy and Mother as well. That's nice. Nice to have those 2 cards together. Would really like to have seen Family Growth come out 1 round later than it did. But you gotta deal with it. I'd love to play this combo. Yeah, me too. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna fence Overseer, and we're gonna stick it beside our house. Because we're probably not gonna build 6 rooms, but we might build 5 rooms. So 2 and then 4 and 1 and F4 fencing. Why did he wait that long? For Cowboy and Mother? I don't know. Maybe didn't want to commit. Maybe felt like Visionary was good enough on its own and that he didn't need to commit to Cowboy and Mother until he knew the way the family growth queue was going to shake out. That's my guess. So Midilaw's kind of trying to starve the game here, but I don't really care because I'm going to play Crib and I'll get Day Labor or Reedstone Food back. So happy with either. Reedstone Food obviously is much better, but I mean, if he has to police his own 2 food traveling player spot, like, yeah, that's a thing. Maybe he thought he was buying himself family growth here by taking food that many times. Wow, he took that card immediately. I was so sure that this card was like in Shoot's hand. He took that as the second card out of that pile. Huh. It's not what I would have guessed. And he plays Winter Pond, start player Winter Pond. I guess he does need to start player because Astaroth is ready to build, ready to grow again. Astaroth needs food though. Don't know if Astaroth has time to compete for family growth. I guess he's got Wheelbarrow Pusher and House Goat, so that gets him to 4 pretty easily. And then beyond that is the question. I guess Beekeeper is probably pretty great in this game. $3.7, yeah. That's higher than I would have placed it. Reedstone Food looks good. Yeah, I don't need to play an occupation for a while, so the extra food is not really anything. So Mariska window, yeah, that's true. Well, Shoot grabs a pair of sheep. So feeding, if I can family growth in round 9, I'd get 2 food from crib there, feed pottery for 2. So I need to pick up another 3 food if I want a family growth in round 9, which I think I definitely can. Could build the joinery. I could reno joinery. That's not 3 food, that's only 2 food. So I'd have to pick up an extra food somewhere else, but I don't know, it doesn't seem too bad. 3.0. Yeah, 3.0 is good, but I mean, it wasn't better than some of the other cards in that pack, I don't think. But I guess it's drafted pretty late, so it's, you know, it's a card that's undervalued, certainly, maybe by myself. I thought it was going to come back. I mean, I thought if it wasn't going to come back, it would be because it got picked 4th, not because it got picked 2nd. Or 3rd. I guess I took Cloister Dweller over Beekeeper. Or did I? I don't remember. It's too long ago already. My brain's not working. I was playing Magic all day. Kept me busy. Here, I'll show you... I think I tweeted the deck that I played. Try not to look at... Here. So this is my deck. Oh, can we rotate that? Nope. Well, that's annoying. Guess I can do that and then rotate it. Oh, nope. Never mind. Well, that's my deck. I went 3 and 2. It was fun. Had a fun day. Yeah. I was a little unlucky in that I could only play 2 out of my 7 rares, which often in sealed, how well you do can be determined by how many of your rares you can play, and like, I mean, it's, and how good, obviously how good the rest of your cards support them, because usually you need 1 or 2 bombs in order to be able to win. And I didn't really have any bombs. I didn't really open any. I had a couple cards that were pretty good, but like, my commons were particularly bad, I think. Alright. Well, there's 6 wood and 5 wood. Midilaw's got to play self-pasture here. Alright. There's 4 stone, so I mean, if 6 wood, 5 wood, 4 stone is the order, I'm not complaining about that. Yeah, I would end up paying, like, if I got all the stone back from ruins except for 1, you know, 1 stone for 3 points seems pretty good. Nice for Astaroth. Yes, it is really good for Astaroth. Yeah, lets him potentially build up a 5th room for sure. Yeah, I get something good. Whoa. Okay, Shoot just took grain. When did he play Livestock Keeper? I missed that. Must have done it after my last move. Well, I don't think I can pass on 5 wood. Like, 4 stone is really nice, but how can I pass on 5 wood here? Yeah. Yep. Especially when I'm messing with wood with spinny. I think 5 wood is better than 4 stone, and I mean, I use both of them okay. don't know how old I was when the Scooby-Doo movie came out, Montu. I don't know if you're a big Scooby-Doo fan, but I remember being really upset when all the adults were saying that the movie was so bad, and that upset me. Four Stone with Stonehouse extension, yeah. Hey, who knows? Maybe the Four Stone will come back because this is a crazy game. Yeah, and what else about the Scooby-Doo movie? Yeah, I went to go. I think I went to go see it with my brother. I never really watched the original. Like, I mean, weren't the original cartoons in like the 80s? I never watched, or maybe 70s. I'd never watched. I did watch some of those, but they were obviously reruns. There were some new versions, new updated versions that I watched, like new Scooby-Doo Adventures or whatever. There was one with where they were all young. I don't remember that one. Organized Handyman seems amazing here because of how food tight this game is. Seems really good. I think I'm gonna build the joinery because the food in this game is so bad. Like, I can read stone food here and then build the joinery. Alternatively, I can build a room. Building a room takes 6 wood. I could almost start player just to get a pair of sheep here. No, I should get the pair of sheep. Because, well, so you know what? If I... Yeah, shoot might win in such a food tight game. So you know what I'm going to do here? I'm going to show that I'm ready. No, you know what? I'm not going to do that. What I'll do is just... I think I'll just read stone food. So again, I could show that I build to hopefully force Astaroth to start player to get family growth around 9, and then that might mean that 2 sheep come back to me. But yeah, this game is really food tight. Organized Handyman plus not growing seems like a good plan, and also not to mention having access to born cattle. In 69. I could build a clay room, right? Doesn't seem great. Yeah, certainly, yeah. Organized Handyman is nice if you don't have time to play miners, yeah. Especially with the cards he's playing with staying on 2 rooms. Building the joinery seems okay. Means that I need to pick up a bunch of clay before I'm ready to build again, but I don't know. It seems alright. So MIDI Law does first pick the 2 sheep. Alright. Shoot plays. Coffee break. Nice. Yeah, that card is really good in this game. Really good. And he's played 5 occupations already. Might not need any more. If he does, he might play them in round 14. So yeah, this is gonna be a rough one, guys. This is going to be a rough one. Yeah, I'll take 4 wood if it comes to me, and then 4 clay is good. Minimalist? Oh, maybe he's got it. Unlikely, but maybe. I mean, we know he's playing coffee break, so seems unlikely. So need 3 wood. Need some more food still. So 3 food. On traveling players or fishing seems okay. Ideally, traveling players after midi lull takes wood. And he could do a 2 wood action, and I could do a 3 food 2 wood action. Shoot wants to get those crops sown. Makes sense. I don't think I need to take the wood here. I think it's coming back. I like taking clay here. Clay, traveling players build room. Seems okay. Astaroth could build another room, but he also needs to feed his family, especially if he plans to grow again, so. Oh, excellent. Oh, man. Midi-Law's like, here, please, come take wood from me. I don't know if I love him asking to change here. He's saying he wants to change from 3 wood to plow, and it's like, I mean, probably after you see Astaroth go on the space, especially when it hurt. Like, normally, under normal circumstances, no problem. But because we're stealing wood from you, like, I don't know if I love that, but it's fine. Alright, guys, let's continue. Astaroth formulating his argument about why midi-lull can't change. Build a room here, so I'm ready to traveling players or start. I guess I can't start player, eh? Not allowed to. So building a room here gives up 5 wood to midi-lull, which I don't love doing. So we'll take 3 wood. Sure, 3 wood's a fine move. I guess that means that I'm definitely not getting a wood off of traveling players from me taking it myself. I don't know, this game just kind of sucks. Sheep in round 4 does that, and certainly with midi-lull spending a bunch of extra food on his occupations. Astaroth making his 4 food per harvest seems pretty good, especially if you count an extra 2 food from wheelbarrow pusher, just as long as he keeps plugging that out. And he's going to play village school, which is going to let him, well, he probably can build in round 10 even without village school, but it will let him first action village school or build if he wants to grow again in round 10, which he might want to do. Midi-lull plays swineherd. Alright. So he needs to get a cooking hearth, and then that'll help solve his feeding problems. And then I'll take 3 food traveling players. So there's not really anything else to do. So 2 food, a wood, and a clay to feed 6. So self-pasture, letting him hold those boar. I forgot about that. I don't really pay attention to this card because it just doesn't seem like it does much, but it's going to do well enough here. Lets him take the boar before having to build the cooking hearth, so that seems good. Also, these two are ready to build the well at some time. Okay, well, I want to grow again, so I think I'm okay first action building here. It's not a great move, but it seems fine. I don't want Astaroth to decide he's going to build again and then jump me for it. I'd be happy to get 5 clay back. 5 clay, and then I can miser build another room. Pay the spinny tax, please. Alright, Astaroth builds the well, probably on Reno. Yeah, so wasn't really planning to build another room, at least not a wooden room. But you never know, he does have upholstery, does have carpenter, does it reasonably efficiently. The 5 clay came back, so I thought I kind of did those out of order, but this is turning out pretty well, I have to say. I don't know if Chris watches Twitch at all. So Chris is the site admin, so he's saying hi and people are saying hi. He's the guy who built the site and maintains it and everything. And looks like he did it right now. His wood is correct now, which is nice. Excellent. So family growth pelts. Looks fine. Would like to start player to get like 2 cattle or 2 sheep to get them breeding, but yeah, that's a pretty long ways off. I want a family growth here. It's definitely worth doing, especially since it triggers my crib, and then maybe I can reno build. Might be able to build and family growth again next round as well. So. And who knows, maybe someone's going to start taking like 1 cattle and just mess with us. Shoot could do that. Shoot could really starve us if he wanted to. I'll grab FF Crib. Here's my Pelts. Pelts is a great card. Can I afford to pay 5 food for 5 points in this game? I mean, I might end up with 1 of each type of animal only, so Paying the food maybe doesn't seem so bad. Midilaw's got Dung Collector. Good card. So what I was kind of thinking, that I would do this. Whoops. Do fencing like that, and then I could fence like that. So I trigger Fence Overseer 3 times and only have to pay 5 wood to do the rest of the spaces. And then that's obviously a Cloister Dweller, and then I could do that. Then Cloister Dweller is worth 3 points. But it's looking like Cloister Dweller might be worth 2 points at best, since I'm just not going to have enough wood to do all that. And probably just playing the stables is better. So, also, I shouldn't be doing this on my farm, because my farm, it actually stays there. Well, I'll take 2 sheep, because this is a ridiculous game. Shoot played, Farmer's Straw Hat. So this explains why he wanted to sow so badly, and honestly, it's really good. I would have maybe played it in round 13, so I wonder what he has that he didn't put it off till round 13. Makes me kind of curious. But, okay, so if I want to build grow again, I'm going to need another 2 food, because I'll be at 2, then crib is 4, and then wood clay gets me to 6. No, crib gets me all the food I need, so I'm actually okay. I can Fence Overseer, get food from crib, and eat in wood. So I don't actually need to take any more food here. I could take 2 food traveling players, you know, because Midilaw is giving away wood, but 3 stones also available. 3 stones seems pretty good. Also, if I want to ever eat those sheep, I need a way to eat them, which means I need more clay. So probably I should be targeting 4 clay in round 13, which I probably should be doing anyways, because I need the clay. I mean, I guess I could have done a 6-room house. Like, I didn't know I was going to get that many good clay actions, because it feels like I could build a clay room and then stone house extension, and then there we go. That is, you know, a 6-room stone house. But I don't really have a payoff for the 6th room other than pelts. So I feel like stone house extension is probably going to just sit in my hand. Although 3 points for 3 stone and a reed is not awful. It's not bad. And maybe in this game where wood is going to be so tight, it might be fine. I think we're probably just giving up on Cloister Dweller. It seems unlikely we're going to hit 3 fields even. Just not going to have time. Shoot plan, start player, dual field, okay. Probably hoping, well, he likes Pusso, he would like family growth as well. So he likes both, I guess. Take wood here, I guess. Wood, build, grow. And family growth, nothing. I mean, I could play like Beanhole if I Reedstone Food first, but the Reedstone Food action doesn't seem that good for the 1 point Beanhole action. I don't know. Yeah, this looking like a Visionary Cowboy and Mother win, which is pretty crazy, just because the rest of us are feeding so badly. Although this harvest, it's better. Last harvest was pretty brutal. This harvest is getting better. Midilaw's got 3 types of animals breeding. Astaroth has got his big family, but he's also got the house goat. He's got Basket Maker's Workshop. He's got the well. We'll see. Certainly the lack of global 4 wood occupations is good for shoot. because obviously he has trouble competing for like church warden, and he has trouble competing for house steward, that kind of thing. Although there are some that he does compete with well, like Scrounger he doesn't do that well in, but then there's some like Lady of the Manor, he does pretty well at Lady of the Manor. Because it's rare for people to max animal points, but a Cowboy and Mother game actually can do that. Alright, let's do another room. Yeah, I'll just go along the bottom here, give up on my Cloister Dweller. Livestock Keeper, yeah, Livestock Keeper for sure is helping. Yeah, I think it's just because, like, how often can you actually double breed something? Like, how often do you actually have room to do that, right? And certainly in this card, where Visionary provided boar, so Livestock Keeper was worth a cattle, like, ridiculously early, like, that obviously makes a difference, too. Oh, you know what? I am so dumb. Oh, I'm 1 food short. I need to feed 9, not feed 8. I need to feed 9. Okay, so not gonna family growth. So I'm obviously not getting the crib food anymore. So that means I need 2 food. So day labor it is. Oh, that's irritating. I'm not counting right. I'm sorry. I'm not playing particularly well today. Oh, that's kind of maddening. So shoot probably does plow sow. So I'll grab 2 boar, I guess. Could also plow. Two boar seems more important than plow. Plow, I think at this point I'm just trying to hit the bare minimum on plow. And obviously I'll family growth. Leaving 2 fields unsown. Is that because of his minor? His minor's going to do something for him. Midilaw's got milking stool. Well, I guess we knew that was coming since we passed it. Oh, he ate his boar. Or he ate his cattle. Did he announce? No, Midilaw hasn't been announcing his feeding, which is kind of annoying. I mean, he's probably pretty salty, but I mean, he's the one who played Stage Star. Like, I don't know what else you're expecting. If you're gonna play Stage Star, you need to spend most of the game at 0 wood, and you need to be okay with spending most of the game at 0 wood. That's part of the contract you are entering into. Yeah, all these moves stink. 3 wood, I guess, is okay. But even then, what's the 3 wood going into? Joinery, right? Yeah, no, I don't need to build joinery. 3 food fishing, is that the best that it gets for me? I want clay, but I don't want this much clay. I want to take more clay next round. This is a brutal one. Holy. We'll take vegetable and family growth, I guess. Take 2 points in family growth. Where did the mansion end up? Astaroth is kind of hoarding resources. Wheelbarrow Pusher certainly gets the mansion resources easier than some other cards. He's got Upholstery, he's got Village Well. So yeah, Astaroth could play the mansion here. But pretty sure him playing the mansion, he's just not going to have any points. Like, he's going to have negative in like 4 categories. Which, if he took Yeoman Farmer, might not be too bad. He's got Mini Pasture. Okay, yeah, that helps. That certainly helps. Renos to Stone here. Yeah, he might have Mansion. And then Vegetable gets taken. Okay. Alright. I'll grab green, I suppose. Maybe first pick Mason, maybe. And he's going to play Mason with one of these moves. And he's got Mason into Mansion. That'd be pretty good. I need a bunch of stone still. I need 5 stone. That's a lot. Maybe I should have taken 1 cattle there instead of taking 1 grain. I don't know. I guess I don't really need to attack medieval all that much, and maybe it gets that 2 cattle gets passed around, or because the 2 cattle is there, you know, plow so gets passed around or whatever else, or start player. Not that I really want to start player next round. I really just want to get 2 plows and I don't know, curl up in a corner and cry at how bad this game is looking. I mean, I'm gonna have an okay score, but just ugly. It's gonna be an ugly farm. It's gonna be an ugly finish. Everyone's gonna have to eat all their points at the end of the game. Oh, Midilal took 1 cattle. Okay, so Midilal might be looking at family growth, might be looking at plow sow. Shoot's got a pretty farm. The Shoot can be proud of their farm. Played it nicely. I mean, you had to have taken Visionary pretty early. Like, might have even opened Visionary and Cowboy and Mother together and then first picked Visionary. Or maybe he opened Visionary and Livestock Keeper and then first picked Visionary, figuring Livestock Keeper might come back. No. FF Crib. Alright. Well, we'll see what happens next. Also, look at this fencing. This is not legal. Or, no, it is. Never mind. It's just a why would you ever fence that way? What does it look like? It looks like a couch with a really high back. It looks like glasses on Bart Simpson's head if he didn't have the spiky hair at the top. Looks like I don't know. Alright, Sunflower Farm. What does this do? Whoa, that's really good. That's why he had to leave 2 fields empty, because Sunflower Farm says you have to have 2 empty fields. This card is awesome. That's really good. Really, really, very, very, very strong. Very strong. He does need a sow action. If he doesn't hit a sow action next round, then he doesn't. Then it doesn't work. So that's important to note. So I might start player here to get plow sow next round. If he does, that wouldn't be too bad. So we do need to pick up a couple food here. We want food for feeding, obviously. We want food for building a stable and fencing around it. Two sheep is 4 food here. And this game is still really hungry. So as much as I would like to plow, no, you know what? Plow's got to be better than 2 sheep. And 2 sheep might come back. Although, who am I kidding? Astaroth is taking 2 sheep. Well, I can get food from other methods. So we'll plow a field. There's also stone. I could take stone to reno to a stone house. Yeah, building a 5-room house and then not building 5 rooms and then not renovating to stone is always pretty sad. Shoot is gonna stable. So if he doesn't do it here, then I should assume that he will next round. So that means I should stable. So if I take stable, take 4 clay, and then build the fireplace, then I can eat a sheep and a wood and a clay and 4 food. Yeah, I could do that. Whoa. Not 2 sheep. Definitely thought someone was going to take 2 sheep. Okay, Shoot does build his stables here. Okay, makes sense. He needs room to hold all the animals he's breeding. Okay, so that gives me a bit more time. Maybe now I can reno fireplace instead. Although reno fireplace is pretty expensive. I can stone house extension. No, you know what? I would need 4 stone, 3 stone, reedstone food to stone house extension. That doesn't seem all that likely. Although, what does Astaroth need stone for? Doesn't. Midilol is now ready to reno. Okay. Astaroth doesn't need stone anymore unless he's going to build another stone room, which is not a bad option. I guess he could take 3 stone and then discard with village school to build a stone room. Yeah, it's probably a good option for him. So that tells me that if I want to get to a stone house, I need to take 3 wood here. What did Astaroth just do? Just took the sheep. You know what? Astaroth needs food, doesn't he? So let's let him focus on food, and we'll build a major minor fireplace, and then maybe we can take stone twice. Stone twice is even if we get blocked out of reno, we can play ruins, so it's okay. Is Shoot gonna plow sow? Yeah, he's got to, right? With that sunflower. He's gonna sow as many grain as he can. Which is pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. Kills a sheep. Does he still have room to breed his cattle? I don't think so. Doesn't seem right. Because right now he's holding four animals on his 4 sheep, and then he's holding 1 animal in his house. So yeah, if he kills a sheep here, he doesn't have room to breed. So he should kill, maybe he should kill 2 boar. I don't know. Hard to say. Hard to say what the right move is. This is a nice game by Shoot. I mean, when you don't need to take food and your opponent, like how many 2 food and 3 food actions have we done? So like growing our family has not had the payoff that it normally would, whereas Shoot has spent all of his time, going for animals. Totally forgot about village school. Yeah, that's true. Remembering it now, realizing he can build a room. So maybe I should have taken 3 stone there. The other thing is, like, how many 6 wood actions did Shoot get? And normally you don't get those good actions with when you're only on 2 people, because you can't afford to start player to get them yourself. I think we're going to take stone, and I think we're going to take a 2 clay fireplace. And then we're going to, okay, so I'm going to feed a wood, a clay, and I can pelt a sheep for the 10th food. Okay, and we still breed. So then last move can be taking stone again, probably. So if I take stone here, yep, that is good. But I mean, that's what Cowboy and Mother does, right? Like Cowboy and Mother guarantees. Cowboy and Mother, I've talked about this many times. You have a range that you're always going to hit very consistently, from like 43 to like 47, 48. But going beyond that is incredibly difficult, usually. Yeah, I could take the stone. But then I have to take Reed and then Reno, and I could just take an animal here, but I'm overthinking this. Sure, we'll take a vegetable. Why not? And then maybe we get past plow sow. So 5 food, wood, clay, pelt a sheep, which replenishes itself. I'm gonna gamble that these guys don't want plow that badly, and if they do want plow badly, then I can always just play diplomat and get on the plow space anyways. So seems okay. Yeah, and I could always just build the stone oven. 3 points compared to taking. So right now, I could build the stone oven, or I could take 3 wood and then reedstone food and then Reno, and then that would be worth, 3 stone, reedstone food, and then Reno play beanhole, and that would be worth, a couple extra points. But it's only like 3 extra points for 2 actions, and I probably could do better than 3 points from 2 actions, especially playing diplomat. Because I get 3 points from my second plow automatically. Clay is worth 2 points. Boar is probably worth some points. Gotta imagine that it is, yeah. Because how am I going to feed here? I can pelt 2 sheep, and then I can pelt a boar. So that's 3 food there. Then I probably have to eat some other stuff. Yeah, I think Shoot did their harvest really early, and we were just looking at their harvest for a long time. Their post-harvest board, Montu. 2 boar. Are they going to be worth 1 point? So, like, if I eat pelt 2 sheep, pelt a boar, pelt 2 sheep, pelt 2 boar, that's 4 food. Then I eat a wood and a clay for no points, and then I eat a cattle for 1 point. So 2 boar is probably worth like 1 point here. So I could do better than that by taking clay. Although if I take clay and then build stone oven, it's not as good. And if I play diplomat, it's not as good. So I really do need food, I guess. It's 4 food. And I do need food, yeah. So then my last 3 moves are stable, diplomat, plow sow. And so I took the 3 stone for nothing. That seems good. Good play by me. Yeah, this has been a game. It's been a game. The stable's got to be... I'm pretty sure the stable's worth it. Is the diplomat worth it? What if I just took clay and wood? So the thing is, the stable is a 2-point action. Because even if I spend a food... Well, it's two points that cost the food, which might be only 1 point. But because the stable cancels out the joinery bonus, so that's point neutral. So then it's the pasture that I'm getting points from. So then 2 points, and then I'm gonna have to eat an extra food. I don't know. It's hard to say. Yeah, Shoot ends with 46. It might be enough to win in this game. I don't know where we're gonna end up. We have a lot of negatives. Look at all those empty spaces. If someone takes TP, I'll just fence one less. Oh, we are pretty hungry. Around 40 after fences and stable fences. Guess I'll build my stable here first, because getting the stable blocked is really irritating. So pelt a sheep and then do that. You know what's funny? If I had Reno fenced here, like I was at 3 stables, so that I could have done the 5 for the cloister dweller. Alright, we'll pelt another sheep. Play diplomat. And then I'll plow sow. Get it out of the way. So then I feed, this is 4. I'm going to pelt 3 more things, so probably 3 boar. So that's 4, and then 3 boar is 7, and then eat a cattle. So... Oh no, I can only pelt 2 more things because I'm at 3. So pelt 2 boar. So that gets me to 6. And then eat a boar gets me to 8. And I have the grain here. Oh, I have the grain coming in as well. So it's probably the same either way. Pelt 2 boar, and then eat a boar normally. That's 4 food, and then 4 food, and then cattle. Yeah, it's pretty similar all the way around. The food does end up being worth a point though. So yeah, it was close at the end. I mean, I didn't Doesn't really matter. I'm not winning this game either way. Pelt 2-0 FF Wood C OA 2 feet 10. Eat all my points basically. So I ate 3 boar altogether. That one. That one. So then I have whatever I score plus 5. Yucky game. 44. And I'm only 2 points off the win, which tells you how dumb of a game this is, because my farm is really gross and I'm only 2 points away. Yeah, because Shoot and Esteroth hit 46. And Midilal hit 39. Well, that happens sometimes. Anyways, yeah, I mean, it was a tight game. How tight the food was awful for my big house strategy. I spent way too many actions just getting food when I needed to be developing my farm and stuff. So a cooking hearth would have helped. I could have maybe gone for it earlier. The problem with the cooking hearth was that there was already Shoot able to take animals, and Midilal built the first fireplace, and yeah, so there was already lots of competition for animals. And I think every time sheep hit 2, they got taken basically. So do you want to first pick 2 sheep? Because that's what you have to do. And if that's the case, situation you're in, that's a bad one. But you know what's hilarious? If I don't take 3 stone and I take something that gets me 2 points, I can tie for the win in that game, which is pretty ridiculous. So GG Shoot. Good win. Another win for you. Or I guess I'm thinking of Sid that I played with. Yeah, that's gonna be all for me for tonight. I am very tired and falling asleep here, so that definitely contributed to the game being so rough. Like, oh man, how many times was I thinking that I could grow or do something, and it's like, oh no, I'm short on food. Whoops. So yeah, just some couple of mistakes. So that happens. Yeah, I will stream probably not tomorrow. Maybe on Monday. Whether I stream on Monday or not depends on if I go to ski or snowboard. But I wrecked my ankle last night playing soccer. Idiot challenged me from behind very badly and took me down, and so not moving around too well. So I think I'm probably not driving to Blue, because that is a long drive and it's on my driving foot. So probably I'll stream on Monday. I think I probably won't stream tomorrow. I might stream if I can get my reffing hours covered, which I'm hoping to do. I probably can, but nobody's stepped up yet, which is kind of a pain. So alright, I'll maybe stream tomorrow, and if I don't stream tomorrow, I will stream on Monday. So we'll see you guys then. Or 4 stone instead of 5 wood all the way back. What would that stone have gone into, Montu? Like, I mean, stone house extension, but I feel like with field fence overseer, it's okay to just build rooms instead of doing the stone house extension. I guess the advantage is I could have played candy room earlier, and then maybe candy room. I mean, in this game, when you're having to take 2 food raw all the time, candy room seems better. But I feel like the 5th room was good. Especially with pelts, I had the payoff there. So, I don't know. Hard to say. Yeah, it was too bad none of the fence overseer combos came back. Nobody even played stable. Who the hell took stable? Man, I got Midilal on 40 points, second picking beekeeper. And I've got the stable getting taken too. That's frustrating. So Anyways, that's it. And I'll see you guys next time. Hope you enjoyed this little video. Bye.